the other way.
Good morning to you, and thank you for joining us on this terrific Thursday. Trending topics, things of interest, food, community events, and so much more. That's what you'll find right here on Virginia This Morning, the area's only live local talk and entertainment show. I'm Amy Lacey. Mr. Bill Bevins is here too. We are having a great morning so far.
Yeah, it's a pretty darn good start. Now is the time to get ready to sit back and relax and enjoy an hour of programming. Amy, we are past High Point Wednesday. It's Thursday, or as we used to call it, Little Friday.
Yeah.
I don't do the Little Friday thing anymore because I wouldn't make it to Friday if I did what I used to do.
Well, it
on
depends.
Thursday nights.
It depends on what you do on Little Friday.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe it's the night that you stay at home and you can knit something nice or cook something, you know, sit in front of the fire.
Do you know me? Have we met?
I've met you before.
See me knitting and cooking?
I'm just saying that it's never too late to learn a new skill. So
Yes, ma'am. I'll get right on that.
it could be something that you enjoy doing.
I don't think you're going to want to eat or wear whatever I cook or knit.
Well,
Okay.
we'll talk about that later.
Alrighty.
Well, before she became a hit singer-songwriter, Carol Klein was just a spunky young songwriter from Brooklyn with a unique voice. When she put pen to paper, she began to churn out hit after hit, and Carol Klein became Carole King. Our friends from Riverside Center of the Performing Arts are proud of their current production. Beautiful, the Carole King musical. Patrick Ahern, the CEO and artistic director, is here along with music director Carson Eubank and Ashley Waldbauer, who plays Carole King. We will talk with them in less than 15 minutes. Can't wait for that chat.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that too. And if your skin is prone to be dry during the fall and winter months, you are not alone. Joy Ross Davis is an expert in skincare, and she's going to show us and tell us how you can get your skin winter ready. It's been really dry this week. We're going to stay hydrated, and she'll tell us how to do that all year long.
Oh my goodness, I need those tips because this week I'm already feeling a little bit like a lizard. I need more lotion in my
We
life.
have a basement in our house, and I went down the other day to empty the dehumidifier. Nothing in there.
Yeah.
It's that dry.
It is that dry, Tom.
Wow.
And I see you brought out the sweater today too, because that means it's the thermostat has gone down
It has.
outside.
And the problem, Amy, today is it's breezy and cold
Yes, it
and
is.
dry. So we
Oh.
have the three ingredients that are going to make it feel colder on a day like today. Even though the temperatures aren't too low, it just feels chilly out here with that dry, cold air kind of right in your face today. But the good thing about dry air is it really gives us a beautiful blue sky. I mean, that is a deep blue sky today. I mean, that is like Easter egg blue, robin's egg blue. There you go. I think that's what they call it, maybe, or just deep blue. Nonetheless, it's a beautiful sky this morning. It's fantastic. That bird agrees. 50 degrees right now at the airport. I see clear skies. There may be a cloud or two here and there, but man, this is some dry stuff going on today. Birds yapping at me. And the issue at hand, the north wind at 15 miles an hour. Those will be 10 to 15 today, maybe gusts a little bit higher. The barometer's nice and high, but the dew point is really low. It's just in the 30s, so there is not a lot of moisture in the air. So that dehumidifier may be dry. It's a good point, Bill. 40s to around 50. Today we'll look for highs just in the lower 60s, but it's just going to feel chillier today. But it's a good day. I like to say this, if you need to dry something outdoors, just make sure it's clamped down, clothes or what have you, and things will dry quickly on a day like this. Tonight's going to be colder, probably the 30s and low 40s. This morning temperatures were upheld a little bit because of the breezy conditions and a little thin cloud cover, but I think tonight will be probably the coldest night of the next 7. So today, mostly sunny, breezy. I'm calling it cold because it's going to feel cold, and temperatures are below average by about 10 or 11 degrees. And tonight, clear, cold, and there'll be a few areas of frost possible tonight. So keep that in mind. I hope you're prepared all week, bringing the plants in and such. Well, high pressure is still dominating. It's going to start to move closer, but we're still on that cold side, so we're still getting that cold flow of air today. The warm side off to the west eventually is going to slide in our directions, and our temperatures will moderate, and you can kind of see that in this map with the air masses. Warmth is going to extend all the way to the Dakotas today, but for us it's going to extend down through the Carolinas, the cold air that is. And today, tonight, and a part of tomorrow will still be in the grip of the cold, and then it'll start to slip away, it'll start to erode, and we'll start to warm up a little bit. Nothing crazy, we're not looking at the 80s or anything like that, but we should at least get back to some 70s starting Saturday. We'll get close tomorrow. Saturday and Sunday, back to the 70s, a beautiful weekend for outdoor activities. And then that warmer air from the west starts to take hold next week, and we'll have lots of days with highs in the mid-70s. Dry right to the next 7. We're not expecting any rain right through the middle of next week, at least, potentially toward the end of next week. Tonight should be the coldest night of the week, and then we'll start to warm up a little bit. All right, there's the music. Virginia This Morning will continue right after this.
Hello.
Same to you. Happy Thursday on this Thursday, October the 17th. According to the clock, it's just a little after 9 o'clock, and that means Virginia This Morning is up and running. We're in full swing. Amy Lacey joins me each weekday morning from 9 to 10 a.m. right here on Virginia This Morning. I'm Bill Bevins. Good morning, Amy.
Hey, it is so good to be here again on this fantastic Thursday morning. A little bite in the air, a little bite on the set too with that music.
There was a nip in the air, but I drank it.
There you go.
Thank you.
I'm so happy to be here to spend some time with you, our viewers, our friends. We really have a special opportunity to showcase some informative topics, enjoy some delicious recipes, and even have live music sprinkled in from time to time. And we have a great show today as well.
Absolutely. And, you know, we've been talking all week. We went through that phase there a couple of weeks ago where it rained for days and days.
I'm still recovering from that.
And now we're like 2 weeks in and no rain at all.
It's been
So the mums I put out need some water now.
See, that's the thing. I did a gardening segment yesterday, and I learned that everybody can be a gardener, and I said, well, you still have to water them, and that's my problem. That is what I always forget to do.
Well, and Tom was on, and you know, we thought maybe last night some of us might see a light frost, and that didn't happen. But I've got in the flower garden, we've got some beautiful begonias that I don't know what happened this year. They did much better than any other year. So they're going to get potted up and brought inside this weekend.
They're going to have a great, they're going to, I guess be like a snowbird inside the house. Is that what you call that? They do great in the
house. They get some sun and they put them in a window.
It'll be beautiful.
They'll do fantastic all winter long. All right, folks, time to get us rolling along. So here's part of the show where we do a quick recap of some of what is coming up.
Joy Ross Davis is here to share some natural ways you can take care of your skin for the rest of the fall season, and they can carry on over into the winter season too. That is still to come in our live show.
Looking forward to it. Acclaimed songwriter Carole King's life is being celebrated on stage at Riverside Center for the Performing Arts in Fredericksburg. Patrick Ahern, Carson Eubank, and Ashley Waldbauer will be here to tell us, they are here, and they're going to tell us all about Beautiful. It's the Carole King musical.
Fantastic. And we have much more too, but you have to stay tuned for that. Now switching gears to a health topic. Did you know it's estimated that 1 in 4 children has a vision problem? If left undetected and uncorrected, it can affect their concentration and their ability to learn and thrive in and outside of the classroom.
Sure. Our community partner Moderva is hosting a free children's vision screening. It's this Saturday, October 19th from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. at the Children's Museum of Richmond downtown. It's available for children ages 3 to 18. Parents and or guardians will need to fill out some consent forms on Saturday. The screening process only takes about 7 to 10 seconds per child, and you will receive an immediate result. How about that?
If any vision issues are detected, this program will guide families on the next steps, including passing along referrals to eye care specialists if necessary. This year alone, Medarba has screened over 400 children, and an estimated 13% were referred for further evaluations. The mission of the Medarba Foundation is to help people see the world. For more information, visit childrensmuseumofrichmond.org for more details. That is
Very
definitely
important.
an invaluable
If a
service.
kid can't see, they can't learn the way they should, so it's obviously vital.
Absolutely. Well, if you're looking for durable floor coating, you might be interested in this special offer.
This segment is sponsored by Pentec Flooring by Mr. Fix-It.
Ready to upgrade your home? Pentec Flooring is the newest product now offered by Mr. Fix-It. Our friend Mark Binstock, the owner of Mr. Fix-It, joins us to share some great news. Good to see you.
Great to be here with you.
This is exciting because it's opening up some great opportunities for folks to get a big grade up on their garage floor.
Yeah, you're right. You know, if you've got a concrete garage floor, you have a concrete basement, or even an outside patio, sidewalk, around a pool, we are delighted to be the exclusive company for its manufacturer. It's named Pentec, and they have this amazing coating. So you can, the most common, of course, is garages, because where we live with all the homes and all the attached, or you know, and we love turning that garage from just plain into something gorgeous. When I had it done at my house, you know, my wife was just, holy mackerel, this looks amazing.
So it goes from garage to garage mahal.
Yes, it does. And so many of us use our garage for more than just parking, you know, a car. A lot of us, you know, have either, you know, workout equipment or a workshop or something. But if it's concrete, you know, smooth concrete, we can transform it. And the colors are just stunning. There's so many different varieties of options. It can even do a sports team color, and we can start a rivalry in the family, maybe.
Yeah. You know, epoxy's been a thing for years now.
Yeah.
Is this an upgrade from that?
It is definitely an upgrade from that. This is not an epoxy floor. This is the next step up. This carries, epoxy doesn't have quite as good of a warranty normally, and it also can potentially have fade issues. So with our polyurea coating from Pentec, from the manufacturer, we can give the customer a get it once, get it done right. You know, that's what we bring to the table, Bill, is as you know, customer satisfaction is super important to us. We are one of the few local companies here that have, you know, a big variety of products that we like to do, and love to serve the community for over 54 years. And at the top of our list is, if we're going to recommend something, it's got to be something that not only looks good today, but looks good for many years to come and is durable. Some of the lower cost options in the epoxy world, for example, can peel up. A lot of our customers that we are grinding off the old epoxy, and that's actually part of the process. Is we do a very light amount of grinding that takes a super thin layer of the concrete off, so that when the Pentec product is applied, it bites, and that's why we have that lifetime warranty.
So I had a friend that had epoxy done a couple of years ago. It was a process, and it took forever, and almost had to leave the house because of the fumes. How long does this take?
So the great news about our process is we'll get it done typically in a day, unless it's a monster garage. I think you've got an 8-car garage with all the sports cars, right? So that might take us, no, I'm just kidding, but that might take us longer. But other than that, the most common 2-car garage, we're in and out in a day. The customer is just amazed at how beautiful it looks, and we love being part of it.
Comes in colors, takes a day, looks gorgeous,
and it's not expensive. You know,
there it is.
No,
Right.
I mean that's like that's like the best part of it is that when it comes to home improvement, you know, a lot of products are way more than this, so it's very affordable.
Lifetime warranty.
And lifetime warranty. How about that?
Fantastic.
Yep.
All right, congratulations.
Yeah.
And folks, obviously a name you trust has got something else that you can put their trust in, and they'll do a fantastic job for you. Right now, $400 off plus 24 months interest free with Pentec Flooring by Mr. Fix-It. You'll find the showroom at 10,189 Maple Leaf Court in Ashland. For more information, give them a call, 804-726-8006, or visit the website, mrfixitva.com. Welcome back. You make me feel like a natural woman. You've got a friend, and Beautiful, and I Feel the Earth Move, and all the other songs were by the great Carole King. Our friends from Riverside Center for the Performing Arts are enjoying the success of its latest production, Beautiful, the Carole King musical. It's now on stage, has been for several weeks. Joining us this morning is Patrick Ahern, the CEO and producing artistic director, Carson Eubank, the associate producing artistic director and music director. Get all that on a card. Along with actress Ashley Waldbauer, and she plays Carole King. Thank y'all for coming in.
Yeah, thank you, Bill.
I mentioned to you I actually got to see this show last year when it was here in town, and a person my age, this was part of my life. Did you know that much about Carole King before you got into this role and
Oh, yeah.
the history of all of that?
Not as much the history, but I definitely grew up listening to Tapestry. I mean, I think that's the special thing about Carole King is that she spans many generations and is relatable to so many different generations.
Yeah, and you're playing her over a span of her life that goes from like a young teen
Yeah.
to an adult mom, and so that has it. Never mind all the singing and the choreography and that goes with that, but you're actually playing a real human being who has lots of drama.
Yeah,
Lots of talent.
It's wild. I recently read her memoir, A Natural Woman, which was really, really helpful for me in this process to get a better insight as to what she was thinking.
I'm going to get to the guys in a second, but
We're not important.
she's
you
playing
know.
Carole King.
Yeah.
So, how long have you been singing? This is something you started as almost a baby and been doing all your life?
Yeah. 6 years old is when I started musical theater, and I was fortunate enough to have parents that were both singers and threw me in at a young age. Plus, I'm a middle child, so they were like,
There you go. It's going to happen.
yeah.
All right, let's talk a little bit to the guys here for a second. I ran down that list of the titles that you have.
Yeah. Many hats.
Yeah, a lot of responsibility.
Sure, yeah.
When you put on a show like this that people know and love the material, and they might find some backstory they didn't know.
Absolutely.
Does that make it fun, challenging, hard?
All of the above.
Yeah.
I think what's fun about a show like this is I've had a lot of audience members come up to me and say, I knew Carole King, I knew Tapestry, I knew Natural Woman,
Yeah.
but I didn't realize how many songs she wrote, that I know the song, but didn't know that she wrote it. The way the show is constructed, the first act is mostly about the songs she writes for other people.
Sure.
For the groups, the Drifters, the Shirelles.
For her maid.
Exactly. Yeah, the babysitter.
The babysitter
Absolutely.
gets a hit record because
Absolutely.
she actually is a babysitter for Carole King.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, the music in the show is so iconic that you want to do it justice. You can't fool people. They know these songs. They grew up with these songs. So I'm proud of the way it came together. The band plays it superbly. And the cast is first rate. I had a friend that came and saw it. Said every person that opens their mouth on that stage is top notch. And it's a show where, I mean, Ashley sings a lot of the show, but every single person has a feature. A solo here and there, a Drifter song, a Shirelle song. So everybody's first rate, and it's been a blast.
Patrick, when you put on a show like this, obviously it's going to be a lot of fun for the cast and hopefully for the audience, and everybody comes away just really moved by it. I was when I got to see it. You have gone through a little bit of a change with the theater itself, though, haven't you?
Yeah. First of all, before I go on to that, the talent sitting next to me here is immeasurable.
Yeah.
Carson,
she's doing Carole King, so
she's doing Carole King.
all kinds of music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, this is a singer and an actor all in one.
Yeah.
And, I can't say enough about Ashley Waldbauer, and I can't say enough about Carson Eubank. And Carson's from Richmond, so we're very lucky to have him. But we have made a switch at Riverside. All these years it has been an LLC. But as of January 2024, we switched the theater operations to a 501c3 nonprofit organization, which is truly tremendous for us because, as Carson was saying, how people remark on the talent that we put on our stage, and that we have some phenomenal talent. Our organization, since the pandemic, has been extremely healthy, and we found that going this nonprofit direction with the availability of grants and sponsorships, corporate sponsorships, and of course anybody can donate to us because it's tax deductible donations. So I'm proud to say that Riverside is strong and healthy.
You know, there has to be a lot of love in the community for this to work. I mean, obviously getting a grant's a great thing and getting some corporate sponsors, but the community has to support this. It has to be important to them. And obviously you've got that kind of support with the community. You have to work on it every day, but putting on a production that is touching people in lots of ways is going to make a big difference.
You've used keywords, love, touching, and I think if we do our job at Riverside, you know, we all get to do something that we love to do. And trust me, you have to love it, because a lot of people think it's all glamorous. It's not always glamorous. But if we love what we do and we continue to do it 24/7, the community loves us back. And that combination, we're the gem for that community between Washington, D.C. and Richmond, Virginia, and we're going to continue to be that gem.
Well, congratulations. It's a hit. And we've been on like 5 weeks already?
5 weeks. We have 3 more. And
get a ticket.
Well, quick drive right up.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have the D.C. traffic.
Yeah.
Richmond's a easy breezy drive. 45 minutes to get
They
here.
drove it this morning. Hey, Ashley, congratulations on a great part. We'll look forward to seeing you again in the future. Thank you so much for putting all the work in, that hard work that everybody does in a theater like Riverside, and just can't wait to get up there and see it. We want to thank you for driving in. 45 minutes, big deal. Anyway, this morning, and we wish them all continued
And thank you to
success.
Virginia this morning for always being so kind to have us
Well,
on the show.
if you get this kind of talent, it's no problem. Beautiful. The Carole King musical is now on stage at the Riverside Center for the Performing Arts, 95 Riverside Parkway, right there in Fredericksburg, Virginia. For more information, visit our show website by early this afternoon, virginiathismorning.com. And Amy, we're going to send it over to you.
Thanks, Bill. Tapestry is one of my favorites, too. Such a great album. Now it's time to make you a winner. Lucky caller 6-342-5745 wins 2 tickets to see Beautiful, the Carole King musical, on stage at Riverside Center for the Performing Arts. Again, 342-5745. That is the number to dial. Good luck. And here's something to put on your calendar. Movie star Kevin Sorbo will be talking about being conservative in Hollywood at an event presented by the Virginia Council. It's all happening Wednesday, October 23rd from 5:45 to 9 p.m. at the Glen Allen Cultural Center Theater. For more information, visit thevirginiacouncil.org. And stay tuned. There's more Virginia This Morning right after the break. Thanks for watching Virginia This Morning. Have you ever heard of the October blues? This seasonal sadness, often linked to colder weather and shorter days, is a common experience. International best-selling author Tanvi Arikapudi wants to share some tips you can use to stay afloat this time of year.
Hello, my name is Tanvi Arikapudi. I'm a 15-year-old international best-selling author, creator of the Emotion Cards deck, keynote speaker, social entrepreneur, and youth mental health advocate. Really happy to be here today. Really, this month, October, can be a time of feeling overwhelmed, the October blues like we call it. And it's so important to be able to acknowledge it, have ways that we can, like I like to say, spark our inner sun to enjoy the fall season, and then how we can also normalize the feelings. So to start off, really, what are the factors that contribute to the overwhelming October times? Well, as you all know, there's coming back to school, the school assignments, the quizzes, the tests, kind of getting overwhelmed in the head there, and then adults returning back to work. It can be a very overwhelming time for a lot of different youth and adults, and really actually stats show that 70% of adults feel overwhelmed, and 50% of youth feel overwhelmed. As well as as we're approaching winter, it's kind of getting colder, less sunlight, and it's really about how we can kind of enjoy the sun in ourselves, and rather than trying to be like, okay, let's just get through October, trying to enjoy this month, especially with all the exciting events that are coming up, and just being very positive about it, but acknowledging that it can be hard as well. So really the strategies I wanted to share today, the first one is to-do lists. And we all probably have a former's to-do list, like on the phone, on the computer, on a paper, in somewhere or another. But oftentimes, even for me, like a to-do list can feel overwhelming. So how can we make it less overwhelming? Something I've noticed and tried out a lot is how we can divide tasks up rather than me putting, for example, newsletter on my to-do list. I can put what steps I need to take, so it seems a bit less, it seems more manageable and less overwhelming, and like, I need to do so many things. And then it's really important to prioritize after that what is the most important for the deadline that's coming up, so you can make sure that those are done first, and maybe you can take a break after as well. The second strategy is to vent and express. It's so important, rather than bottling up our emotions and what we feel, to be able to share it with someone else who you feel trusted. And maybe telling them like, hey, are you feeling overwhelmed? Maybe if they're feeling overwhelmed, wait a couple of hours and kind of check in again, so you're not putting too much on them when they're already feeling that. And then say to them like, I just want to share what I'm going through. You don't need to respond, just hear me out. And so then just start talking about what you're feeling, and it's so nice to be able to label our emotions sometimes. And Brene Brown says by labeling our emotions, we're not giving it more power, but we're giving ourselves more power to understand the emotions. So that's a very important strategy to be sure to try out. You can do with friends and family, and also be on the listening end to someone else. And the third one is very important to look forward to an event. Oftentimes it can be like, we just want to get through school, we just want to get through this next test. But why don't we actually set times in our schedule where it's like a movie night, a game night, going out with friends, having self-care day where you just like relax on a weekend or something, watch TV. It's so important to be like setting those dates, and that's why I have my calendar up in my room where I can always look at those exciting dates and count down to them, plan for them. And it really gets me, like when I have to study for a test and I'm so mad at it, I can just be like, hey, I get to be with my friends after this and go out for to get some like drink or something. It can be really fun to be able to plan those times to get snacks, to get boba, to get different drinks with friends, to just feel less alone and feel like there is a community to look after you. And then I just wanted to say, like, of course, you can try which strategy works for you, and hopefully they all work, but even if one works, try to stick to it, and let's just see how we can get through and be able to help ourselves through this overwhelming October times. Thank you so much for listening, and for more information, you can go to virginiathismorning.com. Bye!
Welcome back to our live Thursday morning show. The fall season is the perfect time for a harvest, but not just any harvest. We're talking about a fun-filled community event presented by our friends from Commonwealth Autism. Joining us this morning is Anna Clements and Dr. Tyler Hart, the president and CEO of the organization. Good morning. Welcome to Virginia this morning.
Good to be here.
This is a great way that you can raise awareness about what your organization is. What is it?
Yeah, so Commonwealth Autism is a statewide organization. We are really here to fill gaps in the autism world. About a year ago, a little over a year ago, we purchased Good Foods Grocery, and we've been doing a training program for autistic adults in that store, right in the Stony Point Shopping Center. And we really, we're here to fill those gaps, and unemployment is a huge gap, and we're just trying to create solutions for that.
Anna, you've been working with Commonwealth Autism now for 3 years. How has that really filled a gap in your life and enhanced your quality of life?
I mean, most autistic people tend to get stuck in retail a lot of the time, and with office work, it sets up like a structure for me.
And is that helpful for you?
Oh, very much. It's easier because it's like you don't have to worry about like closing and then going in the next morning for opening shift. It's like you have a set schedule, you know when you're going in, when you're leaving, and everything like that.
So important. You said that, Tyler, that inclusion is so important because you want to make sure that other companies say that this can be the right employee for the right position.
Right, we have job coaches that will actually sit down with each of our trainees and go through a job assessment, a skills assessment, and really try to find the right fit for that individual. The internships are all in retail, but we work with the individuals to find placement outside of that internship once they get finished with the program.
And this harvest that you are having, this is the inaugural event. Why this year? Why did you decide to kind of take your message out to the street streets in this way?
Right. So community inclusion is very important, and we've really experienced that with Good Foods. I mean, we had a store that's been there for 35 years, a staple in the Bon Air community, and we've really brought this new training program into that, and we want to share that with the community. So this Harvest Festival for All is really designed to do that. We're going to have a lot of fun things, activities happening. We're going to have free train rides through the shopping center, just fun and games for all families of all ages.
Anna, what are you most looking forward to at the harvest this year?
Honestly, I just want to try out the foods.
Yeah. What kind of foods will there be out there? Do you know?
I don't know.
So we'll have a Boca taco truck, Frank's Pizza, which is right there in the shopping center. We'll be having some food as well as some food from Good Foods.
And some music too, and activities for the kids.
Very excited to have the Cary Street Ramblers on site. It's from 10 to 2 on October 26th, and so they're going to be playing a large part of that time. We're going to have pumpkin decorating, pumpkin patch there for you to get pictures and things like that with the family. It should be a really fun time.
Will you be out there doing anything besides eating the food, Anna? Will you have a role?
I'll definitely be hanging out, seeing the faces and just seeing if I can interact with people.
Oh, that's fantastic. What kinds of opportunities are there if community members want to get involved with Commonwealth Autism? Not necessarily just for this festival, but for anything coming up.
Absolutely. So we have opportunities for volunteer. You can volunteer at the store. You can check out our website. There's lots of opportunities to get involved. Shopping at Good Foods is one way to get involved. We offer a roundup at the register, which goes to support our training program, which is free to the trainees that are coming through. There's really multiple ways that you can get involved. Eat good, do good, and feel good. That's really what we're trying to do.
Do you ever go to the grocery and talk with some other folks who are in the training program and hear from them about how they enjoy it or what they get from it?
Yeah, sometimes. When I used to volunteer over there, because I used to help out with the other location, as Good Foods, their office.
Sure.
As well. So in the mornings, I would always help out the trainees on Thursday mornings, which is their stocking day.
Okay.
For about an hour and a half, and it was actually kind of fun. Even if you're not interacting, you can be like, oh, hey, I found this product in this place, and you can kind of interact that way.
Yeah, definitely. So there is something that every single person who's watching right now can embrace this program and embrace your organization and really just try to make a difference in their own way.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Anything else that you would want to tell us about this harvest and why it's just a great time to come on out?
Yeah, the fall is just a fun time to be outside. The weather's changing. We're going to have some produce vendors that you can find the produce in the store, but we're going to have some there on site. It'll be kind of like an open air farmer's market. Yeah. The pumpkins, the train rides. It's just going to be a really fun time, hopefully for everyone.
Oh my goodness, inaugural year, and I have a feeling it's going to be coming back year after year.
Absolutely.
Commonwealth Autism is hosting their inaugural Harvest for All Festival, a family-friendly celebration happening next Saturday, October 26th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at Stony Point Shopping Center. Join Good Foods Grocery and the Stony Point Shops in this fun-filled day. For more information, visit CommonwealthAutism.org. Sending it over to you now, Bill.
All right, I don't know about you, but I'm feeling kind of dry, but I'm feeling much better now. Dry hands and feet can be problematic this time of year. We're going to help you fix that. Joy Ross Davis is with us, and we're coming right back and find out about how to make the dry season not so dry. Stick around.
Welcome back. Dry hands and feet can definitely be problematic, especially during the winter months. Joy Ross Davis, owner of Day 3 Bath & Body, is here with some simple, natural ways you can keep your skin hydrated this time of year. Hi, Joy.
How are you? It's good to be back.
It is wonderful to be here. As I commented when I came over here and saw this glorious display, I am not only looking forward to learning how my skin can soften, But I'm a little hungry too, because many of these items are what we already have in the pantry at home.
Already have most of these ingredients in your kitchen at home. It makes it cost effective. But here's the thing. Today's weather, the temperature, is a perfect time to talk about how to prepare your skin
Absolutely.
for fall and winter.
Just this week, I've noticed everything has kind of veered towards dry.
Yeah,
Yes.
and that's natural and it's normal. But here's the thing. There are easy, practical ways that you can prepare your skin. And the thing is that the winter or the colder temperatures kind of signal us. The change in temperature signals us to change our skincare routine.
You heard
so you're
it
feeling a little drier because it's now time to switch up.
Okay, let's do it.
The first step, though, is to exfoliate. Exfoliating is the key because it is going to remove all the dead skin cells that can accumulate from the summer.
Okay.
From summer sunscreen, summer exposure, even things like the environmental things. So you can, at home, and you talked about your daughter and you making fun things.
Oh, we love to do a spa day at home.
It's so easy because at home, I'm just using what I feel is one of my favorites, and this is what we call raw sugar.
Yeah.
It's a little bit coarse, I love it, but you can use, brown sugar, you can use cane sugar at home. Take some of this and make a paste, make it the way you want to. I like mine a little coarse and crunchy because it's going to remove dead skin cells, because regular exfoliation is necessary for your moisturizers to work. So if you're one of those people that say, I'm always having to reapply lotion and moisturizers and all that, it's because your skin is saying exfoliate.
Yeah.
I need to remove the outer layer so my moisturizers can work. Look how easy this is.
And
you can put this together.
And it looks tasty.
It does.
Well.
We hungry. We haven't had breakfast, but you can use brown sugar, you can use cane sugar, you can use whatever's in your kitchen.
What a great exfoliant.
This is beautiful. It is raw sugar, and this is olive oil. Now, if you don't want to DIY, we have a wonderful one we make with red wine.
Oh, fancy.
But let me just show you. If you just give me your hand a little bit, it's so easy to apply that, and you would move that around in circular motions. I'm gonna put it over your bowl.
Okay.
And you feel that. You are removing the outer layer that's been kind of piled up from your other sunscreens and moisturizers over the summer. And then listen, we just dip it in water and you rinse it off. I don't wanna mess up your pretty ring.
Can you do this in the shower too, or the bath? Yeah.
If you're going to use a lot of oils, and dry your hands with this if you like. If you're going to use a lot of oils in the shower, make sure you have some kind of mat so you don't slip and fall.
Yeah.
So that's easy. So the first step in preparing for fall, winter skin is to exfoliate, remove all of the layers that were there from summer.
Yeah.
But the next thing is making sure your cleansers are a little bit gentler than before.
Yeah.
I know we love our shower gels,
Yes,
but
we
most
do.
of them have a lot of chemicals and harsh ingredients. So watch your labels, make sure you're not having anything with oils and minerals and things like sulfates and alcohol.
All of that fragrance too can just be so irritating.
But here's the other thing. If you're going to use your natural cleanser, your gentle cleanser, make sure you're using lukewarm water in your shower. I know we love those hot steamy showers.
Yeah, I'm guilty of it.
They feel good, but the fall and winter is going to naturally remove moisture from your skin. So if you've got those problematic areas, you want to stick with really gentle cleansers. Bar soaps is amazing. This one's made with pumpkin. You want to get a sniff of that cinnamon and honey.
Yum.
And you can use shea butters and goat milk
It
and
smells
all of those things.
just like a pumpkin bread or a pumpkin
so
muffin.
Good.
So
But look,
good.
This is something that you can make at home as well. This is the key. People don't understand. You don't have to use a lot of harsh ingredients. A really natural, gentle cleanser is some ground oats.
Love that.
Really broken down. And these are a little bit bigger, but I would mash those down a little bit. Add a little bit of honey.
Okay.
And guess what? This becomes a natural, gentle cleanser.
Okay.
You can use this all over. Look how easy that is to make.
So
Smooth
easy.
that all over your skin, rinse off, and there's your, so that's a great thing you can do for spa day as well.
And it really smells good too, and it doesn't have that heavy, that chemical kind of mask that you sometimes feel like after you use some of the over-the-counter products.
You're right, because a lot of those, you have to look at your labels. A lot of those are packed with chemicals, and they hide those chemicals in words like fragrance or color. And the fall, winter skin is going to wreak havoc.
Absolutely.
So you exfoliate to get that remove the outer layer. Natural, gentle cleansers, things like goat milk, shea butter. This is the one that I struggle with the most, and this is making sure that you hydrate from within.
Yes,
I struggle with the water, but this is the natural way to make sure that you are getting moisture and hydration in your skin from the inside out. Now, I always envy the girls who have the pretty water bottles and all that, and they walk around with the gallons. I can't do it. So
I can't do it either.
I have to make, I'm glad you feel me.
No,
I have to make it exciting.
January 1st every year, I say my resolution is to drink more water. By January 6th, I've stopped.
I have a collection of those cute water bottles that kind of inspired me. It doesn't work. I just don't like the blah taste. But it's not only healthy, what it does is it plumps your skin.
Yeah.
So when your skin is naturally losing moisture, water is going to help. So give it an exciting kick. My favorites are lemon and mint and cucumber. And it looks pretty, but it also is really helping
Look how gorgeous that looks.
So it makes you want to drink it.
Yes, it does.
So this is another one that helps you to hydrate from the inside out.
Wow, I love it.
The next thing is locking in moisture.
Okay.
And so to lock in moisture, here's the tip. Right after your shower or your bath, you're going to hydrate by adding moisture right then.
Okay.
When you get out of the shower, leave a layer of moisture or water on your skin.
Okay.
Don't wait till you're dry totally off.
Yeah.
And then you can do things like this. I love this. This is just coconut oil. This is just coconut oil right after your shower.
Which always smells good too.
I love it. And this is the fractionated version. Look at that. It's just, and it won't leave you greasy or oily, but right after your shower, what it does is if you leave a little layer of moisture on your skin, it's going to lock it in and seal it and protect it.
I love that. We have to go to break right now, but we're still going to hang with you as we head to break. But first, let's send it over to Mr. B. We're going to finish here in this area, but Bill, you have something to say too.
Yeah. All right, Joy, work on that 50-gallon vat of moisturizer for me. I'm going to need that before we leave today. Fall is the perfect time for a walk, and all for a great cause. This Saturday, October 19th, the American Heart Association is hosting their annual Richmond Heart Walk. Every walker who signs up and every dollar donated means more people trained in life-saving CPR. That leads to more research and many life-saving moments for everyone. CBS 6 anchor Janine Samuels will kick off the Richmond Heart Walk as the MC. Scan that QR code for some more information on how you can join this community of life-saving happenings this Saturday at Innsbrook, 4951 Lakebrook Drive. And today is pasta day, folks, and if you make this pasta soup recipe today, it will be perfectly seasoned to enjoy after the American Heart Walk or the American Cancer Society Walk or anything you're doing out Saturday. Check this out.
Welcome back. We're wrapping things up with day 3 Bath & Body owner Joy Ross Davis. She said some great skincare tips as we get ready for the colder months. You did a before and after here with Bill. He put on a little bit of a scrub.
Body polish.
Body
I started here. So she just put some on my hand, and I don't know if the camera's going to be
radiant glow.
Like
it is a
one
glow.
Versus the other. One of them's just kind of. The other one's all shiny and pretty.
This one's mine. This one's mine.
That was pretty.
Well, the same thing with mine. You put it on here and not here. Lizard. Soft hand, lizard, soft hand. So there's something about
And
it.
it's so simple. It's simple ingredients, it's cost effective, and you prepare your skin for these harsh temperatures that may come to beat your face up, you know.
Well, we have
It smells great, too.
and it's all natural ingredients.
All
We have
natural.
about a minute left, but tell us about this avocado here.
Well, I prepped it because here's the thing. Winter skin needs a little extra care.
Yes, it does.
You're getting in and out of temperatures, the elements, and you're getting in hot cars, and you're turning your heat on. This
you
is a
have a
little
taco.
mask.
Oh, no.
This is a mask you can make. A half of avocado, yogurt, tablespoon, and
Love it.
honey. Make a little mask, 15 minutes, rinse it, and you're hydrated. All season long, you're glowing.
Coming soon to a home spa day near
Avocado
me.
and yogurt on your face?
Yes.
If you have a cat, it could look like
I never thought about that part. I do
Ew.
have a cat.
See,
She
you
might.
have a healthy cat.
With a glowing coat, yeah.
Thanks to all of our guests today and to you for watching.
Our Friday show starts tomorrow at 8:56 a.m. Hope to see you then. Enjoy a terrific Thursday. I'm all shiny on that side.
I know. I need some of that too for
Thank
this
you.
hand.
Thanks for having me again.
Oh.
Oh, that one got away.